What is good, y'all? It's Ronald, also known as Youcapper from Sportsmemo.com. I got my guy Chris with me. Chris be capping. Got the chalkboard shirt going on over there. Real quick, that was my fault. Last week I thought I was leaving on Tuesday. I'm actually leaving on Friday, so I got a couple days to do shows this week. But after that, I'm out for the next two or 3 weeks. But yeah, with that said, Chris, man, we had a funky day yesterday, and then we have another funky slate today. How you feeling about today's card?
Not good at all. I see. I don't really like it, bro. It's always. I think it's easier to set the lines to be a little bit sharper when you have less games to concentrate on, of course. And I think
Yep.
we only got an 8 game slate because it's a travel day. It's a Monday, which can be weird and kind of funky at times. So, yeah, I'm not too thrilled about the card I see, but hopefully we can get in here and still find a side that we like.
Yeah,
Always gonna be some value for sure if we got this many games to be able to attack it from as many angles as we look at the different games.
yeah.
So excited as always, bro, to jump into it and see if we can find something that we feel confident enough to put some money on.
Exactly. I didn't have time this morning to run the trends. But um, we'll just go into it today. I think the one big issue with this first game. Here, let me share my screen real quick. So the big issue with this game today, the Marlins game, is the fact that Gonsolin's no longer the starter. So we're seeing a lot of his stats in here. But if we just look at Pablo Lopez first, and then we'll dive into what was his name?
Grove, right? I think it was Grove.
Grove. Yeah, we'll dive into Grove and give me the dog if he has any stats here. But Lopez here, 5-7, 4.5 ERA at home. Last three, 1-2, 4.41 ERA. Looking towards the over in his games, mostly because of the opponent. 5.67 runs for the opponent, 4.67 here. We look at the batting splits. We look at the Dodgers here hitting righties a lot better on the road than they do against lefties. A lot of power there too, 1.43 home runs. So we look over here. We have 6.64 is a pretty decent, I think, good amount there. And then we look at bullpen as well. Bullpen struggling here, 4.59 ERA versus 2.79. So I know there was a big jump on the line back to the Marlins because of the starting pitcher change. But just initial numbers here looks like the Dodgers should smack on this one, in my opinion. And is he a righty? Grove is a righty, and so if we look at the righty um, splits here for the Marlins, 3.58 runs here. The batting average a little bit better, but still compared to the Dodgers here, there's a big gap. If you look at them in the last few games, huge gap here. One hitting under 200 and just a 2.2 run support here. On the other side, they're hitting over 300. One thing I don't want to see is regression here from an 8.2, right? Hitting 321. So that's what I don't want to see, but hopefully it's a gradual decline, not a sharp decline. Plus, we already see Pablo Lopez giving up some runs here. So let's go to Give Me the Dog. Did you have any initial thoughts on this one?
So I see real quick. I know early on Ski Show he mentioned that Mookie probably wasn't playing. I don't know if he said he was officially out or he probably wasn't playing. So I need to look into that. Especially because he's torched the Marlins all weekend. If you've been watching the game and watching the series since Friday, I think he's something like 8 for 16 or I think he's like 8 for 16, 4 home runs in one in each game or something like that. It's just been crazy numbers over the weekend. So if you're looking at a total and you want to take the over, you definitely want Mookie to be a part of that lineup. Not that he necessarily stops them from scoring, but he's an MVP candidate. So you want to, especially early, being a leadoff man for the Dodgers, something we want to take into consideration. And maybe that's something we can look into too, RC. Maybe a team total of seeing how many runs are scored for the Dodgers with Mookie versus without Mookie.
Yeah, and SoCal just mentioned Gonsolin and Mookie are both out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. So what up to SoCal? Appreciate you sharing that. S. I see him in the chat. Units only. Mitch here as always. What's going on, fellas?
And then, so I brought in Dodgers as road favorites. You can see their record; they're pretty strong. What I wanted to do is bring in starting righty. You can see the gap there is about two and a half, over 2.5 runs. You got the 1.5 here on the first 5. Record wise, 30-13 straight up. I mean, I think the line coming down it helps, right?
Yeah, I see it down all the way to minus 175. I don't know what it opened at. I see 175 right now. The total's going up. I know the total opened at 7. It was Gosling first. Total at 7, of course. Without him there, it went up to 7.5. I see it at minus 114 right now.
Yeah. So what I want to bring in, because everyone's mentioning, Ski just messaged me too that Gonsolin and Mookie are out, but we look at where is he? I wonder if he's not even in here at all on the database.
Who is that? Gosling?
Grove.
Oh, Grove. He probably isn't.
Sorry if I'm moving too quick. I'm just trying to find it quickly.
You good? I see. His first name is Michael. AEL.
One start, and that was in May
against the Phillies, and they won 5-4. He gave 4 runs to the Phillies.
So gave up 4 runs in the first 5.
May say he just checked them out on Baseball Reference. If they post his Ks at 3.5, I'm gonna hammer it.
I mean, like Marlins bat are already struggling. Even with Mookie out, that's one bat that they're missing. I mean, is that enough to say that they're not going to win on the run line? You know what I mean? Like,
right. Would you? So you think you rather immediately with the updated news? I see. You think you rather later run line price versus looking at the total in this one? What are your initial thoughts?
I would say the run line, because one thing we know is the Marlins are not going to be able to hit, right? And then we don't know if the Dodgers without Mookie can still put up like 7 on their own.
Right. It makes sense.
Well, let's see. Because if you look at, all right, so 15-8, because Lopez has been an over pitcher all season anyways, and Dodgers bats without Mookie is still a lot better than some of the other teams out there that he's probably faced.
That's a fact.
So would we just say? So on the total side, what were you thinking? Just go to the
I was thinking over, see, just because even if Grove gives up, more runs than he's supposed to because he hasn't had a start in a while.
Yeah.
I still think the Dodgers should be able to score against Lopez. One of the things I looked up, RC, was how Lopez has performed recently, because in the beginning of the year, he wasn't struggling as much as he was now. He was getting a lot of more run support in the beginning of the year before the Marlins stopped scoring too. So one of the things I looked at, RC, was the Marlins when Lopez starts and the total was set at 7 or less. Of course, this was before. Since July 21st, he's actually 5-0-2 to the over.
Under. Wait, how many runs did they put up, Ski?
Marlins put up 8. They didn't put up 8 yesterday. Ski. He said, "My bad, I'm tripping." Yeah, they scored 1.
Some water, please.
They scored 1 yesterday. I see. Remember, we took the under. We took the under 2.5. We took the under 2.5.
Yeah, that's right, because we won that game.
Yeah, we won that game. Yeah, you won on the run line, and I won on the under 2.5 for the team total. Urias gave up that 1 home run. That was the only run that they scored.
Pablo Lopez 0403908.
Oh, you see what SoCal just put in here?
What?
I see he said Dodgers are 6-5 on the season. This season on the road without Mookie, still averaging 5.1 runs in this spot.
Sorry, I missed it. Dodgers is 6-1 on the run there without Mookie. Okay, that's good to know.
That is good to know. Because if we think this, I'm thinking, I don't know, and that's what makes me want to kind of stay off. I see, like, does can the Marlins score because they're getting they're not getting one of the elite pitchers for the Dodgers, or do they still struggle to score? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I could only look towards the over. I mean, if you look at
me too, that's my thing. Yeah, that's what I wanted.
I still would think that the Dodgers would win on the run line too, and then moving from Gonsolin to a different pitcher just gives us more value.
Mm-hmm. Like a what? Like a 5-2 maybe.
Yeah.
6-2.
Something.
6-1. I don't know.
Even if he gives up, say Grove gives up 3 or 4, like if he does better than his first outing, but his last start was in May.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I think it's just the over. Just the over. Like
I think so too. The over 7.5, right?
Is it 7.5 now?
It's 7.5. It moved from when Gosling went out to 7.5.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then.
You see that 7.5?
Yeah, or yeah, on Wagertalk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a 7.5 too.
Yeah, I think the over. Let me see my book real quick. I'm pretty.
On Fangraphs, RC, this Grove guy got a 5.79 ERA.
What's his
over 4.2 in his pitch? Gave up 7 hits, 7 runs, 3 earned. His FIP is 4.14, and his FIP is 4.14. XFIP is 6.30. So that kind of bodes well for the over.
Yeah. Dodgers over 7.5. I got -115.
I see -114. Yep. So we getting close on that.
Let's put that on the list for now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to the next one. Yeah, I think everyone. I mean, what it sounds like is other people are agreeing with the over, so that I like that. Okay.
Yeah, I see Mitch said he liked it too.
All right. Let's move on to the next one. Cardinals Reds. Someone mentioned Reds earlier. Might have been LJ. I think it was LJ. Reds plus on the run line. So who's the starter?
Mikolas versus Anderson. It's the Anderson guy that hasn't pitched, that they just signed last week.
Okay. Well, I don't like that either.
I know. I told you this ain't too much to like today, RC.
I hate that, especially the way that we bet our games. I mean, other people do it differently, so
right.
They could probably find things.
Chase Anderson, they signed him on Saturday afternoon, RC.
Is he a righty?
Yeah, he's a righty.
Okay. And so let's go to all right. So we got Mikolas here, 102 WHIP, 3.35 ERA, 10-4 to the under on the road. That's weird because his ERA is a lot higher than it is at home.
Mm-hmm.
Last 3, 2-1, 238. Batting splits, righty versus righty, right? So we look at here 250, 479. So run support is about the same.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty even.
Yeah. And then you get the other thing to take into consideration. Shout out to Ski Space. Ski's talked about this earlier, and I see him put Reds team total in the chat. The Cardinals played that. They played the Sunday night baseball game last night. I see, and I think fading the team that played on Sunday night is 7-1 over the last 8 weeks. I think is what was mentioned earlier.
Okay. So initial thoughts is so I'm looking at the bullpen 378, 5.13 for the Reds, and then we go this side. It's the total opposite the last few games. This might be a spot where we need to just focus on the first 5 when we have like the inconsistencies of the bullpen, right?
The first 5 over. Is that what you was thinking, IC?
Yeah, I mean, basically, like going off of what Ski says, right, with the Red
I
team
saw
total.
that 5.5 though, so that kind of scared me off. I feel like I never can get 6 runs when I need them early in games. So
yeah, and if you look at his starters runs allowed, I know it's 10-4 to the under, but if you look at the numbers, 3.14 for a starter run allowed, and he's going into the 6th inning.
It's the only way I could have looked in this one too.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Give Me the Dog. Let me see if there's any Chase Anderson. Is it Owen? Chase Anderson?
Yeah, that's you spelled it right.
And last year was his last time. Let's look at last year and just see how he was. So 4-5 straight up, 6-3 to the over. Allows 3 runs in the first. 3.3 runs in the first 5. I'm assuming the over in the first 5 is 2.5. Team total Reds.
I saw that 1.5.
What?
Minus 145. That's what I was telling Ski earlier. I don't know if you can get it at that price. I see that's that.
Oh wait, mine is over 1.5 too. Minus 135.
Oh, you got even better than I did.
Yeah.
Mine just dropped to 140, so I guess money coming in on it.
Wait. Sorry, let me think this through. We're looking at Reds team total over, right?
Yes, sir. Okay. That's the only way I can look in this one.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me go back. I was thinking. I forgot Chase Anderson was for the Reds, not for the Cardinals. All right.
Right. Yeah. You want to look at Mikolas.
So over 1.5. Diamondbacks, Brewers. Has he faced Reds?
Yeah, I think they said he got touched up by the Reds early this year.
Yeah, he played them twice already. So let's bring up. First 5 over.
He getting smacked in this spot. I see, and the Reds got hot bats right now. I mean, Ski always say 1 + 1 = 2.
Yeah.
What up, Jay? I see Jay in the chat. What up, Jay?
What's up, Jay? All right, let's look at another thing here. They're the road favorites. 3-2 to the over.
1-4 straight up. Dang.
Damn. Okay.
That first 5 over, the only thing you can look at, right? I see 1.5 seemed like free money.
So this must be the only one that went under in the first 5, which was the Diamondbacks.
So I see. What if you take out that game where he got smacked up against the Rockies, and then he gave up 10 runs? You see right there, 5-16.
Yeah. Was that the right date? Sorry. 09. Sorry. 09.
Still giving up 3.
Yeah. 1.5. I mean, that has to be the way to go.
Yeah, that's the only way I can look at it too.
First five team total over 1.5 runs against Michaelis.
Going on the list.
Ooh, they on the Reds money line.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say they on the Reds money line.
All right, hold on. Let's look at that then. Miles is righty.
Yep, they both righties.
So we go here. Gibson. So I brought in Reds as home dogs versus starter right-handed pitchers.
What about more recently, RC? Like over the last month and a half?
I mean, there's
A
four of
lot
the last 5 lost.
Yeah, and one thing we know about the Reds is extremely inconsistent.
Cardinals.
So they definitely could get up for a game like this, but we also saw them lose yesterday to Patrick Corbin, right?
Yeah.
I love people brave enough like you, that's willing to go ahead and risk that Reds money line for the plus money.
But look, he did it. He did it. I mean, they beat Michaelis in July.
With Mai on the mound.
So if you look at this right here, it's saying that the Reds will probably win. 140, 120, 140.
Conventional wins too, like crazy. None of them even on the run line. Yeah.
Reverse run line. It's like I think I'm just gonna not be as risky as these guys, but I mean I can see why they're betting the Reds money line.
Absolutely.
I will just go with the Reds team total first 5 over. I like that.
Yeah, I like that one too, actually. And then you also in a funky spot where you don't want to put too much money, like you don't want to have too many units spread out on a team like the Reds in general, because then you kick yourself when they let you down, multiple times in the same game.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let me try to get my minus 135 though. I think that's what the difference is, right? Because we're laying minus 135, and then they're risking whatever to get plus 190. So maybe I'll just go half on each. I think that's what I'm gonna do. What's the first 5 here? First five run line is plus 115 at plus a half run. And 3-0 here in this spot.
Tucci got some pretty good comments in the chat. I see. He said, for what it's worth, Chase Anderson hasn't thrown more than 2 innings in an appearance since July 15th. A lot of guys backing a below average AAA pitcher simply because of the Sunday night baseball trend, it seems. I think that's a big part of it for sure. Ski said the Cards bullpen last 5 north of 6 ERA.
That's the part that I wanna avoid, because if they go the other way, right? Because if you look at their overall 3.78 here on the road, right? But then last 5 is 6.75. At some point, they're going to come back to their average.
That's a fact. Yeah,
that's what I want to avoid, because it's just inconsistent. If it was consistent both on the season and the last 5, then I would be like, all right, cool, I'll take the full game.
Yeah. They also been facing they just got out of that series with the Braves, I see, and I know a lot of runs were scored late in pretty much all those games over the weekend against the Braves, which and they had the lefties on the mound. Remember, because we talked about taking the team the over. I think you might have played that on Saturday. I know I did. The full game over, and runs weren't scored in that game until late. Same thing last night. So the bullpen been giving up runs, but it's not like they've been giving them to the Reds. They've been giving them up to the Braves, who was a much stronger team.
Yeah. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Reds team total 1.5 over 1.5 in the first 5 on the list, and then Reds run line first 5, because that's plus 115. And so I'll just put that on the list now, and then we'll go over the plays at the end, and then see what we want to actually put our money on. Because I already said I didn't like today's card, and whenever I say that and I bet hella, I don't know, but it's just a bad feeling. But
right.
All right, let's go to the next game. But hopefully, I mean, we got the support from the chat, so that's what I love about it. Like, if you guys are on it too, then I feel a lot better.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we have Cubs, Assad versus Barrios. Barrios is the one where we got a lot of trends on, probably.
11-1, yep,
Yeah,
at home.
but the juice is where it's at. That we need to find other ways to back it so that we're not laying so much.
Yeah, or we need to just fade the Blue Jays just because they haven't been hitting and they lost me some money against the Angels the other day because they couldn't keep the Angels from scoring 12 runs. But
Yeah,
that's neither here nor there.
yeah. All right, so Barrios here, 11-1 at home, 4.10 ERA. But last three, 2-1 with almost a 6.0 ERA. Totals a little bit to the under in this spot, but not. I don't think it's anything significant. He's getting a lot of run support at home, 5.92. We look at the splits here. They do hit righties at home a lot better than they do against lefties. Here, they hit righties a little bit better than they do against lefties on the road. So both expected to hit maybe a little bit better, right? And then both of the bullpens are not that great, and even worse the last few. So that's what I'm talking about, inconsistent or like consistency. Like if we see, I know the number, there's a big gap in the number, but these numbers here from a long-term perspective are pretty bad. Like we want to see like under 4, right, for the for the bullpen. So I like maybe, I mean, initial look is probably towards the over. The last few games though, they've been struggling against righties.
Yeah, that scared me off of it too, RC. Also, the Blue Jays just been struggling in general. I know not as much against righties, but over the last few games, like you talk about struggling, like they just haven't not been able to score. And if you go all the way to the bottom, RC, you'll see, they're just their recent games in general. Like click on Blue Jays last 10.
Yeah, 3-0, 0-0, 6. Yeah, super inconsistent.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, let's go to Give Me the Dog and see what we can find. Barrios is spelled with.
Mitch said he's from Toronto. He can't touch these guys.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing at earlier. Yeah. All right, so we want to see him at home.
Yeah, we want to see him at home. Well, he's 11-1, right?
11-1. Run line 8-4 on the full game, 7-5 on the run line in the first 5. Averaging here close to 6 runs, 3.25. So they just specifically against righties, right? So
there you go.
So we get 6 runs per game. There's 2 games here that would have been under 2 and 3. There's another 4 against Bellotti. So that one loss was the last start. Not last start, but last instance of this spot here.
He got rocked. He gave up in that game. He went 4 innings and gave up 8 hits, 8 runs to the Guardians, all earned runs.
Yeah,
and only lasted. Yes, I said that already. Only lasted.
So other than that, though, all right. So other than that, in this spot here, there's this 8 runs that he gave up here to the Guardians. 8 runs here he gave up to the Rangers. Everything else is under 3. Like 1, 3, 3, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2. Do we think that he gets back to that? Right. Let's see how he does. Greater than, say, 4. Wait, what? He didn't give up 4 in his last start?
Nah, his last.
Oh yeah, his last start was a good. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Last start was against the Blue Jays. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, against the Red Sox.
That start was a few games ago. Okay, never mind then. So just looking at these numbers, all right, let's go to, and Assad only has 1 start, right?
Yeah, that's that 1 start the other day where he blanked last week. He blanked the Cardinals. He only went 4 innings though in that matchup.
All right, so here against teams with a losing record, 6-0 straight up, 5-0-1 on the first 5, 5-1 on the first 5 run line. What would the first 5 run line would still be juiced, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably close. Probably, might even be at 1.5. Let's see. First 5 run line. Yeah, I see minus 160 for a half a run. So other places probably got it at 1.5.
1.5.
I'm pretty sure. Check your book and see, because most of the time when I see a 160, it's typically like 1.5 on another book.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check another book. Hold on. Yep, 1.5. Minus 102.
Okay. Seven, 4. Did you have anything on this one at all, or like any other looks?
I was looking at the Cubs team total over 1.5 for the first 5 I see, but I couldn't get there. It was too much conflicting stuff. Barrios he's given up 3 runs in this spot, but it wasn't enough for me to take it because the Cubs don't score enough in this spot in the first 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I want to do anything on this one. The number sucks.
It's too much juice on it, RC. But RC, real quick, look at this. Look at the Blue Jays as home favorites against starting right-handed pitching over this month. I'm curious to see if they still been scoring this much because we know the Blue Jays score a lot. So just like August 1st. Two and 5. See that like I can't. They're averaging how many is that? 2.14 runs. You see what I'm saying? Like I can't.
They're actually 0-7 on the run line first 5, and if we go back a couple of pages here, they're 18-8 on the first 5 run line.
That make you want to take that plus 1.5, don't it?
Shit.
Hey, that plus 1.5 I see is minus 120 right now in the Cubs.
Let's see. All right, hold on. Let me bring
This the live capper right here.
22, 08, 01, 3-2, 0-5 to the 5-0 to the under. Because that's the way. That's actually the way that I was looking because of those Barrios numbers that I was looking at earlier.
Maybe we need after the fact. Look how many runs that is, RC. That's 1.2, 1.4 runs in the first 5.
This is funky because initially, yeah, I'm gonna be with Mitch on this one and just throw this one to the side.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw this one to the side. Let's pass. How many games do we have left? 5. All right,
we went through 2, so it should be 6 left. I think it's 8.
8. All right, 1, 2. We went to 3.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, we got 5 left. Yeah.
Fuck. Hold on. What time is it right now? 11:41. All right, I got time for 2 more. So let's see what the chat wants to see. What game you guys want to break down real quick?
The Phillies game. Yeah, I wanted to look in the Phillies game too. I wanted to do the Padres and the Giants game too because I didn't get a chance to cap that one yet.
Phillies, okay, 2 people already straight up on the Phillies. All right, so we got Phillies here.
Bumgarner versus Suarez.
All right, so Suarez, Phillies, lefty versus lefty, 3.38 ERA, 1.31 WHIP. All right. Their first game of the series. I like to look at this. How teams adjust in certain spots. And game 1 to me is a good one because they switch focus to a different team. Sometimes they gotta travel and all that stuff. So
yeah.
All right, so we have starter analysis here. Suarez really good on the road. 9-2, 2.41 ERA. Last three, 2-1, 1.83. We look at Bumgarner, 7-7, 3.97. He's been struggling in the last three. 0-3, 8.47 ERA. Trending towards a little bit towards the over, but nothing too significant here. Same thing here at home. Pretty much the same, 6-5. Total runs though, 7.55. So I'm assuming his totals are probably lower than his. Okay, all right. So if we look at the bats, Diamondbacks hit lefties at home a little bit better than they do against righties. Phillies hit lefties pretty good against hit lefties on the road pretty good too. So initial thoughts, maybe a look towards the over. Okay, then we look at the bullpens, 3.87 ERA, 4.86 ERA. If we look at last few games here, 5.31. Phillies is doing pretty well, 2.34. So looking at the chat here, Phillies minus 2.5. First 5 run line. Bumgarner going to get lit up. This is Diamondbacks first 5, 9-3-3, last 15. As a dog? Okay. Did A King drop something? Let's go back to what A King dropped.
Oh yeah, I see that. Since 2018, non-divisional games as away favorites, and in the previous game was at home.
Oh yeah, so that's first game of the series. Straight up. Profitable straight up.
67% hit rate almost.
And on the run line. And this year it's still winning. I like it. All right, so let's focus on this year. Oops. 2022.
Hitting at a higher percentage, 71% on the money line.
And we're looking at Phillies. Ooh, Phillies. That's what everyone was talking about, right? That's what they wanted to see, Phillies.
Mm-hmm. Look at all the wins in a row, I see. That's a lot of wins at the bottom.
No, straight up in the spot. Opponent not. Suarez, Wheeler.
Beat the Cardinals, beat the Pirates.
What? First 5, they didn't give up any in either of those games, but the opponent scored 7 there.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm assuming one of them went 0-0 into that's probably this one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. All right, well, let's dive in a little bit more. I'm gonna look at Bumgarner. Wait.
Yeah, he got lit up. When was it? I see he got lit up. He get lit up all the time, but he gave up 5 last game against the Cardinals. He gave up 6 and 5 in his pitch against the Giants. Even the Pirates got him for 5 and 6 in his pitch. So, yeah, he hasn't been good.
Yeah, last 3 here. Let's look at home. 3-5-2 straight up first 5. 3-5-2 straight up first 5.
15 runs in his last 3 games, I see.
Keyword dumb. I see you. See. I know which side you're on then. Phillies. Home dog. And Phillies over 50? They are. Okay, I just want to make sure. Man, So everyone's looking towards Phillies, whether it's first 5 or the run line.
Mm-hmm. It's a fade of Bumgarner. Like he been getting smacked in this spot.
Let's look on the other side.
Mitch said Mattis, his Bumgarner career versus the Philly roster, 119 plate appearances, only a 190 batting average. Damn, that make me like the under, Mitch.
If it's under,
Suarez is an under pitcher. Do we trust the Phillies bats?
So if it's under, it means if it's under, and we like Phillies on the run line. I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, let's look at let's see if
2-0, RC.
Full game under.
5-3.
Hey, didn't we just see 9? I thought this was a 9. Is it 8.5 the whole time?
Let me go check it.
It was 9. It moved down to 8.5.
Oh, I still can get a 9.
Check Philly stats coming out of a shutoff. Coming off a shutout lot. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, I looked at that already. I see. I think there's something like 8-0 to the under.
Oops. I put a oh. Oh shit, sorry. I'm like thinking about something else right now. 8-3 to the under. 8-3 to the under. Last game was over by a run. Let's look at it's like so against weaker teams, it does stay under. What you think about the full game under? Oh man, but the first 5 goes over. I hate when those happen.
So yeah, so Sportsbook Breaker, RC posted that the Phillies have gone under 9 straight games since July of 2021 on the road when they were shut out last game.
Say that one more time.
So team equals Phillies,
Uh-huh.
and previous runs equals 0,
Yeah.
and away, and date is greater than 2021, 07, 01.
Six and 0 to the full game under. I just hate those first 5 over full game unders. Those are so confusing.
No, I'm with you. I know I saw that somewhere. Do we trust the Phillies to be able to score?
That's all this season. I don't know why he put 2021.
Right. Yeah, I didn't write the trend. I see.
Oh, okay. Is he in here? Or
Nah. I got that on Twitter. Sportsbook Breaker.
Sportsbook Breaker. Oh, is that SBB?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds familiar. Okay. I mean, what do you think? Full game under? That looks solid. Well, everyone's saying Bumgarner sucks.
Let's look at this. I see. Let's look at how, because I feel like the Phillies can be a letdown team. So let's look at how they perform in this situation against opponents' ERA like Bumgarner's. What is his ERA? His ERA is 4.5.
So his whole Bumgarner's home dog situation here, 6-3-1 to the under. So his also trends to the under. His last game went over. His last 2 went over though.
That's because he gave up 5 runs in both of those.
Huh? No. So this one is home dog.
Home dog. Okay.
Home dog specific. So he gave up. So opponent scored 3 here. Opponent scored 16 here. Wait, is he? Oh yeah, because he's a lefty.
Yeah.
That's why Cardinals hit him up. Okay, I think I think I would do like that full game under.
Run that other trend real quick for me, and see.
Which
Let's
one?
see what you get. Just the Phillies against Phillies as what are they away favorites against pitchers who have a starting ERA above 4.5. And I guess we should probably add
What am I missing?
nothing. I feel like I couldn't when I tried to look at a starting ERA, it wouldn't come up for me earlier either. I think it might just be down.
Oh,
That happened to me earlier too. Never mind.
okay.
I wanted to see that trend though, just to see how well they do in that spot and how many runs they were scoring specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And then against left-handed pitching too.
Win percentage.
11-5, scoring 4.75. What about more recently though? The bottom.
Mixed.
Yeah, it is mixed. Yeah, they just inconsistent.
I'll just put it on the list for now. 8.5 under Phillies Reds.
You got the 9, I see?
Diamondbacks. Wait, what am I? Oh, Phillies and Diamondbacks. I don't have 9 on either of the books that I have. I don't like that. I don't have a 9.
I think I might isolate it a little bit more. I see and look a little bit more at the D-backs under, just because I trust Suarez a lot more. But I might look into that later.
Yeah. Fuck. I just don't like how the D-backs hit lefties good. Or, I mean, they get a good amount of run support. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's on the list. All right, last game, and then I got to cut out. Well, what was everyone else saying? Padres?
Yeah, look at the Padres game. They got Rodon on the mound tonight.
All right, Clevenger, Rodon. Oh, so this is a good starting pitcher matchup.
Mm-hmm.
3.45 ERA for Clevenger, WHIP 1.11, 2.81 ERA, 1.03 WHIP here. Padres, after a loss in game 1, 13-5 straight up. Opposite here for the Giants. If we look at starter splits, Clevenger 7-2 straight up on the road, 3.8 ERA. Here at home, 6-5, but 1.86 ERA. That's crazy.
No run support.
That's crazy. So if we look at the total, it's the opposite. 6-3 to the 6-3 and 2 to the under, 6-3 to the over. Okay, and then we look at the bats here. Padres on the season consistent, whether they're left or right on the road. Here, Giants struggle against righties at home. Bullpen, pretty, I would say, similar.
They struggled all weekend. Yeah, there you go, right there. I see 1.8. They struggled all weekend against righties.
So righties they still struggle against at home. Here, let's go back. They're struggling offensively overall. But they still do hit lefties more than they do against righties.
Look like an under spot, don't it?
So I'm just reading the chat. Dodgers down to -158. I just feel like it's giving us more value to take them.
I don't see it down that low. Damn, I wish I saw that 150. I see it. I still see a 172.
Okay, so Rodon is at. Sorry, now I'm getting confused. Oh, 6.5. First 5 under 3.5 on this game. Under.
I like that look too. With Sid, I didn't even finish capping it yet, but so far I feel like I can trust both of these pitchers in this spot. Rodon being at the crib, Clevenger being on the road, but let's look a little more into it. I see.
There's a dog or the favorite?
They are the They are the favorite. Rodon is the favorite in the
Rodon.
Giants.
Okay.
Yeah, minus 126.
5-2-1 to the over. What did he say? Under. I think the reason why is because the total is always so low. It's probably like 3 or 2.5 or some shit like that, or 3.5 something.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Let's see.
How far does he go into the games? So we go to Rodon. Rodon goes past. He goes through 6. Clevenger stops at the 5. Okay, so. So he's given up 1 run in the first 5. 1 run in the first 5.
How many game sample size I see? 9.
9.
What teams have he faced? Let's see what teams he faced.
Marlins, A's, Rockies, Padres, Rockies. Oh, they're not even. Oh, he's playing some bums.
You gotta look. That's what we always say. So you gotta look at who they playing against.
All of these guys, though, even now, the Padres bats are not good.
No, that's a fact. None of those teams even going to the playoffs, except maybe the Padres.
He's getting lucky.
He's in the Marlins.
Is he getting lucky? Is that what it is?
Not tonight.
Is he getting lucky? Okay.
Look how heavy of a favorite he is in all those games compared to what he is tonight too, RC.
Yeah. All right, let's look at that. Okay. 1-2-1-2 here.
Lost both of them.
Let's look at
when it's close.
Yeah.
Mm.
7. So I'm just looking at the line when it's greater than minus 150. So he's either a dog or a line under minus 150. It's hard to explain that because we say greater than people.
Right. No, I get it. Yeah, yeah, I get it.
So this looks towards the under in the first 5, but didn't we just see something that was trending? It was just Rodon's something to the over in the first 5.
Yeah, because we were talking about the I think it was the line being so low. Remember, it was 3.5. Yeah, and today is 3.5 too. It's like close to even money. It's like minus 105.
Yeah. Huh. All right, so let's look at Clevenger then.
I was about to say that. Let's look at the Clevenger, and then look at the teams in this spot too.
So just as a dog in general, 2-1, 2-1. What was the chat saying? What were they on?
I think I saw Euphoria post Padres money line. Yeah, he did at 255. He posted Padres money line. Mitch said he liked the under with me. Clevinger slowly getting back to form.
On the road, 7-2 straight up. So this includes when he's a favorite too. Favorite and a dog.
Yeah, Giants been struggling. I know Padres been struggling too. Like they both been struggling to score. We kind of saw that on Spodez when you looked at the last 5. Yeah. Euphoria said the Padres have the last spot in the wild card. They need a win.
That makes sense. So motivation is there for them.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the?
Eric said 15-cent line move on San Francisco. They were minus 145. They down to minus 130.
Let's do what was it? Rodon was under 3.5.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this thing's not working.
Yeah, it's not working. Yeah, I don't know why. I almost text you, RC, when I couldn't get it to work earlier.
Bro. All right, so against losing teams, 6-1 straight up, 5-0-2 on the run line, and they were saying Padres first 5 or Padres
money line is what I saw. Euphoria. Okay. Yeah, Euphoria said he was on that.
I like that look actually. So we go.
Artucci said sharp money coming in on San Diego. It seems.
Uh,
I'd be scared to play either side in this one, honestly. I think I'd rather focus on the total, and I feel like it's set kind of close. But let's keep digging.
yeah. All right, so we have that. To the Padres, let's do starting lefties. 6-4-3-3. Lost these two, so we lost
to the Rockies and the Dodgers. That's one
the
bad.
Rockies were on the. I just hate. I don't like taking games at Coors Field. I don't know why.
Me either. Yeah, I stay away from that. Yeah.
And then Dodgers are the Dodgers.
Yep.
We have Diamondbacks here, where he was a dog against Bumgarner. Oh, that's in June. That's why. Okay, and then they beat Eric Lauer. Let's look at just Padres in general then.
I was about to say, yeah, let's look at the Padres.
$13, 6, and 3 on the first 5.
It's probably the strongest trend we've found so far.
And they're the road dog, so we have to. Oh,
you can take out those losses to the Dodgers too. I see. Like if you go back down there.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That was the first thing that I saw.
Them Jays, yeah, you can't charge them ones to them. Can't nobody beat the Dodgers right now.
Wow. So that's
never happened.
That never happened. Okay. Wow. What? Is this right? Who the hell did they face? Yeah. So okay, Giants earlier in the season. Let's bring up O team.
There you go.
3-0. Rodon was one of them too.
Yep,
it was only 2-1 though.
Yep, I like that total being at 7.5. Honestly, I think I'm gonna get on that total.
Under?
Yeah, but I can't go over now with 2-1.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Both teams been struggling, honestly. Like if you look at the teams in this spot, like they just both been struggling.
So so another interesting thing too here, right? So you have Alex Wood here, 4-2, second time around. Padres killed him 10-1, but this is May though. But this is gonna be a second time around for the Giants too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean for Rodon.
For Rodon, yeah.
Padres. I like it. I like that Padres first 5 look, and also the under.
Yeah, and it's been a couple months too. I mean, if you think about May 21st to August 29th, that's it's a lot of time in between.
Yeah.
Between facing them. I think I like the full game under 7.5. I think I see another low scoring game units only. Like that screen that RC got up right there with the last 5, and both teams kind of struggling to score in that position. 3.8 runs at 1.8. I think the Giants continue to struggle against righties. They have all weekend. And I think the Padres, while they can score, I think Rodon slows them down. And if you look at Rodon, he typically doesn't get a lot of run support, and his games typically go under, hence why the total is always at 7.5, or the highest total you'll see for him is typically like 8. So I really like the under. I like the under in that spot. I think he slows down the Padres offense, but they probably still outscore the Giants because the Giants just aren't hitting right now, aren't hitting righties.
Makes sense to me. Okay, so for that one, I wrote down Padres first 5 money line. Padres full game under 7.5. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 looks on today's card. I'll run through them real quick, and then we could talk about if we're gonna actually bet it or not. Because so we got Dodgers over 7.5 minus 115.
Yeah, I like that one. I do think that game goes over.
Over 7.5 minus 115. Yep, I think so too. And there's juice, so minus 115. Okay, I'll take that one. Reds team total over 1.5 first 5. I think that's first 5, right?
It was first 5. Yeah.
Minus 135, and then Reds run line first 5 plus 115. Do we just want to do the team total on that one?
I like the team total more. I see because I just feel like totals can be a little tricky, and we can talk about like the trend of the fading the team that plays on Sunday night, but at the end of the day, bro, the Cardinals are they rocking everybody right now. Like they hitting good against righties, they hitting good against lefties.
Yeah,
and then that means you backing this guy that pitched last week that we have. I have little information on.
yeah. So
So
we
I
just
rather
focus
take
on
I let it take team total.
just so we just focus on what we know, right? Which is the
Mm-hmm.
team. Okay, yeah, I got you. That makes sense to me. So I'll take that one as well. D-backs and Phillies under 8.5. That one's still iffy for me. I think that was probably one of the more questionable ones for me. Are you
Same,
taking
same.
that
No.
one?
I
Okay.
wanted to look a little more RC, and I will after the show. I want to look a little more and on see if I can isolate it to the Diamondbacks team total under. But like you said in the trends, like they're just seeing lefty so well right now that I probably just stay off of that altogether. But
Yeah,
if we isolate it and we take the Diamondbacks team total, then we're concentrating more on Suarez versus
yeah,
Bumgarner coming in there and blowing up like he has in his recent start. So
yeah. That makes sense. I think I'm gonna just pass that game. I already said I didn't like the card, so I don't want to put up more than I want to. This last game though, I do like the both of these Padres first five money line and the Padres full game under 7.5.
yeah, I think I'm gonna rock out with you on both of those. I like those looks too.
All right, so we got four then.
Yeah.
Four officials. Real quick, Dodgers over 7.5 minus 115. Reds team total over first five 1.1.5 runs. That was minus 135. Padres first five money line. Let me see what I have here. First five Padres plus 115. And then under 7.5 full game. Shoot, why do I got 7? See, man, this is jacked up. I got 7. I got under 7 plus 105. But you got 7.5.
I got it's minus 124 on one of the books I use.
Well, I'll just
That's on
take that.
FanDuel.
I'll just take the under 7, anyways, because even if it gets to 7, I get the push. But hopefully it's like a 3-2 game or some shit like that.
Yeah, 3-1, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So those are the 4 official plays. I gotta bounce. I gotta get some stuff ready. You saw some 7s. Yeah, that's exactly. Anything to promote before we cut out? Chris?
I didn't drop our episode RC, but it'll be out. It'll be out here shortly. I just had a long weekend, bro, so I'm definitely gonna get that out. But other than that, that's it, bro.
All right. Well, are you gonna drop one of the free plays on?
Yes. Oh yeah, chalkboard. Okay. That's why I wore the shirt as a reminder. Yeah, I will. I will drop one of the plays. I'm glad. Shout out to you, RC. Appreciate you for letting me come on the show as always, bro. Because I really did not like the card. I'm glad we got a chance to kind of talk it out together. I feel a little more confident putting in these, and this is what I'm gonna rock with. I'm not touching the NBA slate the rest of the day. So.
Yeah. Hey, Mitch. I was chatting with JayMoney yesterday about it, because his screenshot, his screen record was killing me. But yeah, so the earlier I shared that tweet from that guy that DM'd me, and man, that's exactly what Let's Show is all about. I don't know if you guys seen it, but he was just saying how he learned from the show, right? He's not actually, he's taking the information, he's digesting everything, right, and then doing everything on his own. So he was able to put together a nice win streak without us. I mean, I wouldn't say without us, but at the same time, he's doing his own research, right?
Feeling more confident, being able to make his plays himself. Yeah.
Exactly, and that's what this show is all about. We're teaching our way to bet, but I'm not saying this is the only way to bet, right? Because from what it sounded like in his messages, he was also learning from other cappers, right? So he's basically adapting. He's taking from other people, making sure that what he's doing kind of fits together, and he's creating his own process from everyone that he's learning from, basically, right? And that's how I grew. That's how I grew. I didn't know SDQL stuff. A lot of the situational things and all that stuff, it all came together from different people. So that's the way that, I mean, I loved his response and his DM. But yeah, I really just wanted to share that. Other than that, I think I'll be doing a show tomorrow, but then after that, I'm done for the rest of the week. I'll be out of town till the 17th, I believe. I got to figure out the dates, but I'll be out. And hope I'll be posting like premium plays for the sports memo clients and stuff like that, but I won't be doing any video content. But probably I'll try to do the trends and all that stuff as much as I can. But I really want to just spend this time with my family and all that stuff. So
As you should, bro. As you
yeah,
should. I'm gonna try to hold it down. I see. I'm gonna get on
yes,
here and do a little SDQL.
yeah,
You know, see if we can find some angles to bet while you're gone, man.
yeah. Chris is gonna take over for the most part. From what it sounds like, you'll be doing some of this stuff live on your YouTube. So yeah, you just go over and follow Chris and get into his YouTube channel when he gets out there. And he did some space on Sunday as well, right? You did space on Sunday.
Yeah, we
Are you
did
gonna continue to do that, or are you gonna just do YouTube
every Sunday? RC, I think I want to do it. I look forward to your show. I look forward to Ski Spaces.
Yeah.
So when you guys don't do them on the weekend, I'm like, man, like we gotta figure out something. So yeah, I just like bringing the community together, kind of share insight, let kind of live cap the card like we did today, like we do every day on your show.
Yeah. Sometimes when you're not on too, we try to do it before the show or before.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, man. But yeah, with that said, guys, this is the end of the show. Thanks to all who tuned in on YouTube and on Twitter. If you are on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button before you bounce. Make sure you check out the links in the descriptions as well. And as always, I have to end with this. Please remember, whether you fade us or follow us, it's on you to make that call. Good luck on all your action. Till next time, peace.